Hello, my friends. Welcome to Dennis Talk Show. I'm Dennis Crepaldi, and today I'm interviewing Rachel Amadeu. Welcome, Rachel, to the talk show.
Thank you very much.
Such a pleasure interviewing you, finally. You were one of my first guests, like the first ones that I thought. Thank you for coming.
So special.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for asking me to be here. It's a pleasure.
Rachel is incredible. She's graduated in translation and interpreter. She's also graduated in language arts, my friends. Language arts. So focusing in English. And she is also post-graduated in university studies, university education. She's a teacher for many years, right? Since what, 2012?
Yeah, no, 2013.
2013, when we met.
When we met, yeah. My first job, for real.
Yeah.
One of my first colleagues, right? Co-workers.
Yes. It was my first job as a teacher as well. So
nice.
We met, we met at a very good time, yes, I believe. 2013 was better than today, guys, for sure. Everything's better than today. Well, Rachel, this question doesn't make sense to you, but how is English around you nowadays?
I speak English almost every day, like 4 times a week. And of course, if I'm not speaking, I'm listening in songs, of course. I love English songs in English, in TV shows, of course, in your interviews that I watch for sure. So you see,
subscribe, guys.
I'm always surrounded by English. As I tell my students, and I bet you say to your students too, you don't need to open your book to study English. Just listen to music, watch some TV shows, and then you are studying. Paying attention, of course, you are studying.
Today we are gonna talk about education in Brazil. I know it's a very vast topic, right? So Rachel and I will focus more on English. We're gonna talk about English education in Brazil, to be honest, yes, not education in general. Rachel, for our first question, what would you say to a teacher who is about to start at a language school? What to expect?
Well, at language school, I would tell them to expect to get a lot of experience, because I think it was the place that I could get the most experience, like as my first job. The salary is low and you work a lot, but like I said, you're gonna have a lot of experiences and you're gonna meet a lot of people. This is the best part for me. Like, this was the best part, and it still is, to meet new people. If they are adults, of course, you can become friends sometimes. Mm-hmm. The kids, you can't be friends, but it's a nice experience too.
Yeah,
it's fun.
For sure. Rachel is crazy because she teaches kids. I can't. It's not for my.
Actually, I have already taught things like small kids to elder
toddlers.
People.
Nowadays, it's a complicated moment, but I believe language schools they always hire. They are always hiring. So guys, just send your resumes, send your CVs and pray.
But think about your responsibility too, because you're teaching. You're not just practicing English like, okay, I just learned English and I'm about to teach. No, to speak the language is something. To teach is completely different. So pay attention to this responsibility, because you are going to teach people wrong and they are going to take it for life.
Yes, I'm not judging. I know lots of people. Maybe I would say the majority of teachers, young teachers, they start teaching English like the cliche. I'm studying geography or history or whatever, and I'm here because my English is good, and I'm just here to get a little money and just carry on with my life. I understand you guys, but remember, as Rachel said, You are teaching other human beings. You are teaching. Okay? You are not just having fun. So you come on.
Most of the times you are inspiring people too, because you're a model, you know? So careful. Of course, as you told everybody now, like, I'm not judging exactly. I'm just giving this warn, you know, pay attention. You're dealing with education, with people. So, and you have to be very patient too. Resilient. This is a word that I think. Is it old fashioned now?
2020 word.
Yeah. But I mean, in class you have to be, because not every time your student will love your class. So maybe sometimes they're gonna be tough on you, like, I couldn't get it. I didn't like it. So you cannot, you need to insist, you know, to keep going.
I agree. Like, teaching is never, like, teaching is not always a bed of roses, you know. You will receive positive feedback, but also negative sometimes, and we have to cope with it, and have to deal with it.
And you have to measure, you know, to balance if it's right or not, if you are the problem, the real problem, if the student is the problem, you know. So you have to balance and keep going.
Beautiful message. Okay. Very nice. Rachel, pandemic-wise, how has it affected teaching in Brazil? And how are you dealing with teaching online?
Yeah, it has affected a lot, because I can tell in private schools, not so much. I mean, the education has always been better in private schools. This is reality.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So the only difficult part was the money, because many families couldn't afford the school. On the other hand, the public schools suffered most, as always, because some people we have a problem. Some people even go to school to eat because they don't have anything to eat at home. And the education, it got terrible, and I think it's gonna be terrible for the next 5 years or so on.
The consequences of the pandemic will
I think the differences are gonna be higher and higher as the time passes, you know. Unfortunately, there's no way, because in the school that I teach and other schools that I have taught already or know, private schools, they had a way to deal with it, you know, Google Meets or WebEx, whatever. They have a platform. The students have the conditions. Most of them had the conditions to follow the class. It's not easy, of course not. But in public schools, they cannot. Most of them, they don't have cell phones. They don't have laptop or even internet. So they cannot follow the classes. And the teachers are suffering as well, because some teachers are teaching by WhatsApp.
My God.
How come you teach by WhatsApp, you know? A class of 40, 60 students, it's impossible.
Of course, the pandemic caught us with short pants, if you know what I mean. The pandemic caught us totally unprepared. Nobody was prepared, you know? And I have been following so many stupid decisions from many schools, you know? So many stupid decisions. Open, close, and investing in something, and it's a very terrible idea, and then you lost your investment. So people are totally confused during the pandemic.
I think it's a theater, you know, because we know coronavirus is spread by the air. By the touch is really hard, you know, it's mainly by air. So you get a theater like, okay, I will get your temperature. So I will like give you some alcohol. You are
fine.
And that's okay. No, you're not okay. You need social distancing. You need
stay home.
Good mask. You know, you need ventilation. I don't know if it's right. Ventilation. In the place, you know. So I'm really sad when people say, the teachers don't want to teach. The teachers don't want to work. this is such a bullshit, you know?
It's bullshit.
My dream nowadays would be in a full classroom full of people, my students screaming and hugging each other, you know, doing that mass that I could hug them if they wanted or be close to them. This is my dream, you know, but unfortunately we can't. And I was talking with my psychologist about it, because I asked her, how is this for our mental health? You stay there in person, yeah, you go to school one day, then you don't go, the students, you know. Some schools do, like, you go one day, the other no, one day, you know, like some schools do, will you go one week and then you stay 1 week home, and then the cases are going to be high again, then they close.
No sense.
And she told me, this is horrible for our mental health. Or you stay completely home forever until it ends, or you open everything and you stay there, take the risk.
Yeah.
Because this, like, go, not go. No, it's bad for our mental health, to organize ourselves. As I can see my students in the morning, like, sleepy, and I can't blame them.
Yeah.
Because one day you have to wake up one day 6 a.m. the students who close the school. Then the other day you can wake up at 6:40 because you're home and you don't need extra time. It's not good. You don't follow a routine. Kids and teenagers, they need a routine.
Yes, I agree.
They need.
Completely agree.
It's proven.
Yeah. Should you be the owner of a school, let's say a language school, which changes would you make? Okay, not only pandemic-wise, but which changes would you make in general?
Well, I think I would offer, if I could, I know it's hard, but I would offer specific courses, because sometimes you go to an English school, for example, and you just want to learn English to travel. You don't need English for life. You just want to travel a little bit, and okay, I want to order some food. Yeah, that's it. Or you really need business, or you really need, for example, if you are flight attendant and you want to pass in the exam, you don't need to stay there for some years, or these miracle schools that promises English in some months, you know?
English be fluent in 3 months.
Not just these schools, you know, I have already saw on Instagram some teachers, private teachers, promising this kind of stuff. Oh no, be fluent in 3 weeks, be fluent in 3 months. And I feel like,
what is fluent, guys? Come on, what is fluency?
Yeah, each person has their own time, and you have to remember that you didn't learn Portuguese all of a sudden.
In 6 weeks.
Got some time to learn Portuguese, and you were surrounded by Portuguese all the time. If I could, I would create some specific courses, not just a general course of English, because
not just the ABC.
Some students, some students, they don't need grammar. Why do you need to know that the name is simple present, the name of that is simple past?
Like, we as teachers, at least, well, in my personal opinion, I love it, but the students,
me too.
They don't give a shit sometimes about names.
Yeah, I mean, in this, I'm talking about language schools, like, not regular schools, not regular schools or college or I think it's important because we have Portuguese grammar at school.
Yeah.
So I think it's important.
Makes sense. Your idea is amazing. Like, you just divide. Because nowadays what we normally have in English schools is this. We have one general course and that's it.
The problem are the contracts, you know.
Yeah.
Because you sign a contract and you'll be there for like a life.
Yeah. And
this is something I would
canceling fee.
I would change this. I would do a flexible contract.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because guys, there is room for everyone. There is room for all kinds of teaching.
That's completely true.
In Brazil.
Yes.
British, American, all kinds. business, traveling, you know. You have currently, wait, I cannot understand my handwriting.
God.
Okay, sorry. Rachel, you have currently been teaching at a regular school, yes. Tell us your first impressions and which challenges have you been facing so far?
Well, now I work in a traditional school.
Very
But before that, I worked in a constructive school. I'm really sorry, I don't know if I can say that constructive, but yeah. So it's completely different. And I really like the traditional, but I would like to mix, you know, and well, now I think I am in the right place, but I really want to make the difference there, you know, to show that traditional is not 100% okay, but it works. It's really nice.
To be square, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's horrible. There's a middle term.
I'm really happy where I'm working now because now I have a group. I really work in a team. It's a family, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah, we help each other, and I'm really happy because, as I told you, it's a traditional school. But recently, we could make a project there. We could work with a project, not with a test, as an evaluation thing, you know. So I think this is a big step. That's what I mean when I told you about mixing the best of the worlds, you know.
The best of both worlds, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that tests are important because we have ENEM, there are ENEM, there is FUVEST, and this system won't change. Not so in a short time. Unfortunately, it won't change in a short time. So we need to prepare the students. They need to be tested, to make the tests, to learn about it, you know, to train, to try, and etc. But we also can evaluate them making projects, making them think, they have their own ideas, they bring what they have inside them, not just memorizing to do the test, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think this is important. And the challenges are exactly this, to fit in the place and try not to change everything because I'm alone, you know? I can't change things alone. I need to fit in that place, and I can confess that I'm doing pretty well. But one day at a time, let's go step by step.
My last question, I love it. It's a cliche. You hate yes, guys, but okay. Rachel, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Is this a job interview? I'm happy in my job. I don't need it.
Which animal would you be?
No, of course I'm joking. No pandemic, in a very good scenario with a different president, if
bye
possible.
Fucker, please. Next year, guys. Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Vote right. Vote right.
Vote consciously.
Yeah. I see myself married with a beautiful family.
It's
and
hard,
I hope
I
have traveled the world.
Yes. I was going to talk about
before getting married.
Now. Yes, of course. Travel, guys. Go to Europe, South America, Asia, Africa, USA, everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really trying to save money now that we can't go to bars, restaurants, and etc. So I'm really trying to save money too.
The interview is over. No! We have a game, my friends.
No.
My favorite moment of the interview. The game.
Okay.
Jesus. My friends, the name of the game is Tongue Twisters.
I know.
Yes.
I can't even do it in Portuguese. No.
I hate it too.
I'm terrible.
Rich, it's gonna be so fun.
Terrible.
So, Rich, I selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tongue twisters. So, Rachel, she has 6 tongue twisters. And guys, you can help her, okay? First one.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Wow. Perfect. I'm not gonna try.
Did I say it right? I
Yes.
hope so.
She sells seashells by the
Nice.
seashore. Wow.
Yeah,
This
one is okay.
This one is okay. Next, please.
I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
Whoa, the shoe shine
Wow.
part is really difficult. These guys in Portuguese is like similar to Xuxa, Sasha, chão, something like this.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
horrible. I couldn't do this in Portuguese.
Yeah,
I couldn't
Xuxa,
memorize all the
Empolchão da
sequence.
Sasha, I don't know.
A filha da Xuxa. A filha da Xuxa se chama Xaxa. A filha da. Filha da puta.
I
That's it.
saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Shoe shine shop. Try to speak this 3 times. The demon will show up.
Shoe shine shop.
The
It sounds
devil will
weird.
show up.
Shoe shine shop.
Shoe shine shop.
Yeah.
Shoe shine shop. Sounds weird.
Weird. Yeah.
Next, please.
Lesser leather, never weathered. Weather better.
Wow, it was
I don't
pretty
know.
good. It was pretty good. Lesser
Yeah,
leather,
but-
never weather better.
This is so CPE questions, you know.
This is a
Oh,
funny
it's a bigger one.
Yeah.
All right. I have got a date on a no. Oh, fuck. I have got a date at 7:45. I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late.
Ah, this is cute. It's like a poem.
But but I'm not speaking fast, you know.
Yeah, one
I'm
more
cheating.
time faster. Let's see.
I've got a date on 7:45. I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late. Nicki Minaj, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Coronavirus!
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Shit is real!
This is
It sounds like
Cardi
a
B.
rap.
Cardi B. Coronavirus!
I Cardi B. Yeah,
Cardi B.
I don't know their name.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. Yeah.
I couldn't rap. Ah, but teacher, you speak English. So, can you rap in Portuguese?
So, yeah. Listen to some rap in Portuguese and do it. It's
Yeah, it's
pretty
hard. But the next one is my favorite. It's so cute.
This is very famous. Yes, this one I know, but I couldn't make it. So, Fussy Wuzzy was a bear. Fussy Wuzzy had no hair. Fussy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Wasn't he? Was he? No. Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. This one I'm pretty sure I can't do fast.
Yeah,
I-
it's a lot of war sounds. Yes. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Oh.
Yeah, but I mean the next one. This is
Guys, this one really impossible.
is impossible. Peter Piper. Focus. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers better be. I don't know. I don't know.
This is
I
impossible.
tried the last time, but of course I can make it. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers.
Yeah, we can do like in blocks.
It's impossible. Peter
Yeah.
Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where is the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
You did it, Rachel. You did it. Peter Piper picked a pack. Peter,
You see?
It's Piper. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper so different. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? It's impossible. To speak fast is impossible.
That's good. That was good.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
How did you do it, guys? 100%? Fast, not too much,
Well-
too difficult, more or less. There are many others. There is the one with the Swatch, Watch, the Witch. There are There are many tongue twisters. Yeah, many. They are all fun. Leave on the comments here the ones that you loved
I
and the ones
challenge
you hated.
you.
Guys, the interview now is over.
Oh no.
So sad.
I want to
It's
be
so-
here.
it's
I
so
want to
fast.
leave in this interview.
Oh my god, so beautiful. I loved. Oh, Rachel, come on. First of all, it goes without saying, but I, of course, will say that I miss you so much. This is very
I miss
clear.
you too. Yeah, it has been 1 year and a half almost,
Yes,
right?
yes, the
We saw
last
each
time we
other
saw
last
each other,
time.
1 year and a half. Yeah,
Yeah, it
You
was
know,
in February last year.
we are respecting the pandemic, guys. Stay
Yeah.
the fuck home.
We are.
Stay the fuck home. Rachel, thank you so much for accepting my
Thank
invitation.
you, dear.
Really, thank you for coming,
Thank
for
you.
participating on Dennis Talk Show. It was lovely.
I wish you all the success in the world. I hope you succeed in your channel. And you are amazing.
You are amazing too. Thank you so much for all this information that you gave us. Share a little bit of your personal experiences with us and show us that everything's possible. Coaching time,
No, but it is. Yeah,
you know.
it is.
Rachel is
Everything's
such
possible.
she's such a young girl, such a young woman,
Yeah.
with 2 graduations and a post graduation, and you know she never stops studying. She never
No.
stops, you know, working. So guys, everything's possible. People, you know, yes, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your like here. Don't forget to hit the bell.
I think your interviews should have one mug.
This can be yours. This can be yours very soon. Check us
Nice.
out. Check us out here on Instagram at Dennis Talk Show, and we're gonna have news very soon about mugs and other, you know, souvenirs from Dennis Talk Show.
Great. It's gonna be a fan club, you know? I'd be able to wear
Exactly.
the t-shirt and the cap and have a
Exactly.
mug, you know?
Lots of things,
Yeah.
guys.
Great.
But help me out, please. I depend on you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Instagram, please. YouTube, everywhere. And see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.